Hi there. This episode is going to be especially for you if you consider yourself a high achiever, but you experience low energy or chronic fatigue. So, I'm going to give you a couple strategies for how to help organize your schedule. Now, this is something that doesn't come naturally to me. I'm sharing with you years of different experiences that I've gleaned for how to get a lot done without taking a lot of energy and also to be able to have a fun time while you do it. So, a little bit about me. Most of you know, but I'm a mom with 4 kids. My husband is active duty military. I've lived in 13 states growing up and currently, and 2 foreign countries. So, change is the name of the game for me, and being flexible is also a big part of it. And part of that was learning how to adapt and make different schedules work for me, because as kids grow, their schedules change, my schedules change. Now I'm an entrepreneur and I have time because my kids are at school, but I also am learning how to prioritize that time while they're away and to make it really productive so that I'm not spending all of my time on my work. I'm not working to live and living to work, all of that. I am enjoying every aspect of my life and I want to share what I've learned. So, first off, I want to start with a story. So, I told you that does not come easy to me. People, it always surprises me when somebody says, "Oh, I just love how organized you are," because if you ever listen to Fly Lady, she's like an old school individual. I actually have a podcast, one of my first podcasts, because I consider her one of my first life coaches. But Fly Lady talks about people that are born organized and those that are not. And I do not consider myself somebody who was born organized. And just to illustrate the point, when I was in, I think it was like 3rd or 4th grade, they were having us come up with inventions. I don't know if this happened when you were in elementary school, but we were always coming up with inventions for different contests to enter. And I thought, you know what? I can never remember to do my homework. So I would love this invention and I would just call it homework blocks. And I would have like a little block of wood and it would have each subject in it, and I would have it for each class that I go to. And if I have homework in that class that I'm supposed to do, then I will pick up that block and I will string it around a necklace and I will wear the block home so I'll remember when I get home I'm supposed to do homework. Now, clearly, nobody had ever taught me what a planner was because that would have been a much easier invention. But that's how my brain worked. Also, in high school, my mom, she used to joke all the time. She would be like, "What is your homework? What are you supposed to be doing now that you're home from school?" And I was very bright, always tested very well, very, very good grades, high achiever. But my mom knew I wouldn't know what my homework was and what I was supposed to be doing and where I was supposed to be. So she would call my best friend Leslie. And Leslie, she had planning skills. And so she would always know what I was supposed to be doing and where I was supposed to be. So I tended to surround myself with people that we're really on top of schedules and really on top of deadlines and things that we're supposed to be doing in classes. So this is just to illustrate, this does not come naturally to me, but I have learned the skill of being able to take lots of information, synthesize it down, and to have a schedule that works for me that produces some pretty amazing results in my life. So I want to share my secrets with you today and tell you a little bit about the system that I've formed. And maybe the system isn't exactly perfect for what you want to do, but hopefully it will help give you a jumping off point so that you can take some things in and decide what will work for you. So as somebody that experiences chronic fatigue or has low energy days, that looks different for me for different weeks. I really love my passion planner and I use it nearly religiously every week. But the biggest secret that I can share with you is that if you are going through something difficult and you are going through something challenging, you don't have to have a massive to-do list. During that time, the most important thing that you can do is to take care of your body with kindness and love and not use your schedule to beat yourself up if you're not able to get a lot done during that time. The better you get at taking care of your body when you're going through something that's challenging physically, mentally, whatever's happening, the better you get at taking care of your body without beating yourself up, the less times you will experience that level of fatigue. So that is the first step. So if you're experiencing a lot of overwhelming things and your body feels like it's shutting down, let go of the expectations that you have of yourself during that time. You cannot outthink your way out of that. In those times, it's really important to create safety for your body to just exist in that survival state. So that's number one. Number two is when you are regulated, when you are in that calm state, which if you have any questions about how to go from that survival state into the more calm, regulated state, I highly encourage you to schedule a body talk call, to book one of those calls with me, because I can talk to you about how your body is speaking to you through symptoms so that you can get into this more aligned state. So once you are in that aligned state, here's some tips that I have of what I use on the weekly basis in order to get a lot done. As someone that has a lot of hats, I wear a lot of hats in a lot of different spheres. So the first thing to do is to gather all of the information that you have from all of the places. So for me, that's getting papers from my kids' schools, looking at their school calendars, getting information from church calendars, looking at what my husband's schedule is, all of those places where I have times that I need to be somewhere or something is happening for somebody. That's the very first thing, is to just have a system where you can gather all of those things together. And I can talk to you more about that. I actually have a whole module in my program where we talk about how to do that. So, but once you have gathered all of these information from all of these places, what you're going to do is find one place where you're going to put all of that information in. For me, that is my passion planner. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you can see I put those things onto my planner. So, and let's see, I'll show you. I went through each month and put already all of the things that I need done for the entire month onto those pages, so that when people ask me, hey, can you do this thing on March 30th? I can open up my paper planner. It has everything from my digital calendar, my kids' calendars, my husband's school calendar, because he teaches at a university. And that one place is the answer. So before, I've had it in digital, and that you can do that too. But I find that it's nice to have one place where I can just write in everything. So I really love Passion Planner. That's my little plug for it. Okay. The second thing that you do after you have found that one place where you write everything so it gets off of your brain, because that's the most important thing. We get things in our brains and then we don't know what to do with it. So you want to create a system of where something gets dumped onto. It can be digital or paper. Either one is fine. The second thing you want to do when you go to look at your entire week is you want to plan your fun first. And I got this from my mentor and life coach, Brooke Castillo, who I got certified with. Plan the fun things in first. Make sure that you're creating time for you to live the life that you want to be living, because there's no sense in having a life that you feel like you are beholden to whatever is going on in your schedule. You're the creator of your schedule. So take authority and ownership of that. And it doesn't mean that you have to plan in lots of time, but plan in what feels good to you. And if you're like me and you're on Zoom calls a lot of the day, see if you can plan in some buffer time in between those Zoom calls so you're not back to back. So you have some space to use the bathroom or get a drink. Make sure you're planning in when you're going to eat too. This is very easy to overschedule yourself and not have that space or free time. That is really important, because this is your life. This is the only life you get. You get to create it. You get to create what exists in it. Okay, so after you've planned in your fun time, your fun first, and your space and all that free time, The next step you're going to do is you're going to want to put in any time sensitive things into your week. So if you have any appointments coming up, if there's pickup times for your kids, if you have a certain exercise class that starts at a specific time, plug those things into your schedule first. And then the next thing is you want to brainstorm what it is that you want to get done in that week. If there's things that are just like, I don't know about you, but it seems like I remember the thing that I'm supposed to do when I'm in the worst place to be able to do it. So again, create a little system for yourself so when those thoughts come up that it's like, oh, I forgot, I need to make a dermatology appointment for myself. Have a space where you can keep track of that. For me, on my phone, I use Evernote, and it has a little note feature. You can just use notes on your phone. You can carry a Post-it or a little notebook in your purse, whatever. But it has a little notes feature on Evernote, and I just write in, okay, scheduled dermatologist. And so I take those things that I've written and it goes on my brainstorming of what I would like to accomplish that week. And this part, you don't want to edit anything. Just get everything out so that your brain can start to feel calm, that you can now see what's been going on inside. Okay, so after you've brainstormed what you want to get done in the week, I know this might sound a little counterintuitive, but the next thing you're going to want to do is decide on purpose how you want to feel each day. This is a practice that I've been doing for months, and I'll share this past week some of the words that I came up with of how I wanted to feel throughout the week. On Monday, I decided I want to feel relaxed. On Tuesday, I wanted to feel productive. On Wednesday, I wanted to feel determined. Thursday, I wanted to feel aligned. Today is Friday. I want to feel persistent. On Saturday, I want to feel anticipating. I think that's a really fun emotion. There's a lot of fun things happening on Saturday, so I want to be feeling that. And on Sunday, I want to feel led, L-E-D. Did you know that you can feel led? It's an emotion. So doing this practice of deciding on purpose how you want to feel before the day starts, that's how you really get into the zone of creation. And when your brain on default wants to go look for the danger, which she's always going to do, we love her for doing that, she keeps us protected, you can intentionally bring yourself back to this place of, hey, I remember I want to feel determined today, and I know that I feel determined when I think X, Y, and Z thoughts. I get a lot done. I'm going to keep going no matter what. I figure this out. Whatever the thoughts are that create that determination, be onto yourself and be practicing those thoughts on purpose. Because when you practice it on purpose, you're creating and strengthening new neural pathways, so that will become your default. Our unconscious is constantly coming up, and the only way to change the unconscious mind is by intentionally creating new conscious pathways that now your brain will default to. Okay, so after you've decided how you want to feel each day, you can look and see, okay, I've got the times planned in for the time sensitive things. I have my fun planned in. Okay, I have all of these things from the brainstorm. And you can do this a couple of different ways. You can prioritize. You can put little numbers by them, like 1, like this is I have to do these things, and put 1s next to a bunch of them. 2s, 3s, you can prioritize it that way. However you want to prioritize it, or maybe it makes sense to categorize. I do these kinds of activities if you have a business, and my business on Mondays. This makes sense to keep all of these things for Monday. Whatever feels good to you, that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. So you fill in the spaces in the days from this brainstorming list, and it will start to make sense as you put it in. So for example, on Mondays is when I usually will edit my podcast. And so I don't, that's not a time sensitive thing, but it's a rhythm, it's a routine that I have gotten into that I'm like, okay, I've done this enough times. I love to edit my podcast on Monday. I love to record it on Friday. That's why I'm recording it today, because it's in my calendar. For me specifically, I am such a visual person. Remember the homework blocks? Like I literally need to see things. I do the same thing with my planner. In fact, if you're looking on the YouTube channel, I have a clear acrylic recipe book holder that I put my planner in so that I can see what's coming up for me next. And by doing that, it keeps me on track. And so as you're filling in the spaces of what it is from the brainstorm that you want to accomplish throughout the week, I encourage you to leave room for magic. Don't fill up every single place. Recognize that some things are going to make sense to get done this week and some things are not. And you want to make it so that it's really easy for you to honor what is on your calendar. Don't make this so hard for yourself by putting so much on it that is just completely unrealistic. I had a group coaching call this past week, and a big piece of what these ladies were saying is I beat myself up because I don't get everything done that's on my to-do list. And usually it's because you've put so much on your list and you are overestimating what you can do in one day or 1 week. And the invitation there is to slow down and really be processing what would really move the needle in whatever area it is that I want to be focused on, whether it's health or weight or a business or if you're in a volunteer organization. What are the things that are really important for me that I think are going to help? Okay, and then the last step of this is to just remind yourself that what doesn't get done this week wasn't meant to be done this week. Have trust in something that's bigger than you. Trust that that's what was meant to happen and that what got done needed to be done, and what needs to be done next, you will get done next. Trust in a plan that's, like I said, trust in a plan that's bigger than you. We are humans. Our vision is very limited. It's hard for us to see the connections of everything that's happening in the world, in the universe, all of it. And so when you take a lot of the stress out of your schedule, it makes it so you actually want to follow your schedule. And if there are things that didn't happen this time, but they're still important, okay, just move it to the next week and commit to doing that thing. You tend to plan so much and beat yourself up that so many of the times you don't even want to plan. And this system is going to help you so that planning for your future self becomes an act of self-care and self-love. Because when you get the things done that you want to, the things that are really going to move the needle in whatever area you're focusing in on, you have more room and more space for the fun things in your life. And the things that you want to get done become fun while you're doing it. That's how you stay in that aligned space. So if you have low energy and you're blaming your schedule, it's not the schedule's fault. It's what you're believing about the schedule that is creating that drain and that lack of energy. So plan in for creating fun. Plan in for creating the emotions ahead of time that you want to feel. Notice I didn't put happy every single day. I could put happy. I love feeling happy. It's so fun. But I also put in determined, and I also put in persistent and productive. And those aren't necessarily like the light, really fun emotions, but it can feel pretty fun to be determined. It depends on what energy state you're bringing to it. And when you're able to really rest in that aligned state, that flow state, you really can get a lot done, and in a way that you couldn't predict. We live in a friendly universe that's always working for you. And so lean into that as you're planning your schedule. And I hope that you can use these tips in order to create a schedule that feels abundant and so beautiful and aligned for you in whatever it is that you are creating in your life. And if you are wanting more help in how do I get to more of that aligned state, I feel like I never have time, I never have energy, all of these things are coming up for you, coaching can help you. And I would love to invite you this upcoming month in on March 14th, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You can do the conversions for your time zone. I am holding a special workshop that's talking all about rhythms and routines that help to nourish you, that help become a self-care practice for you so that your life is taking care of you rather than you taking care of everything else and not having any energy to do that. Your life actually cares for you and it frees up that light energy that you want to be embodying. So I invite you to attend that workshop. I think it's going to be so fun and there's so much value that you can glean from it. All right, have an amazing week and I will see you next time.